Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of Nonsense Whisky Reviews. Today is a special occasion for me because we've finally hit 50 subscribers on YouTube. Honestly, I know it's a small amount, but I never thought I would even get a couple of subscribers, so 50 is a massive milestone for me, so thank you to everyone who subscribed. And to celebrate that, I'll be running a competition to win a sample of the whisky we're doing today. Check back at the end of the video and I'll tell everyone how to go about that. So on to the whisky today. Today we'll be looking at a Japanese whisky. So far we've done a few scotches, a British blend and a bourbon. We'll be doing lots more of that, but this one has been requested on the Twitter poll, which I'll be doing more of as well, so keep an eye out for that. So on to this one. This one's the Nika Pure Malt White Label. Now Nika itself isn't actually a distillery, it's a distilling company. And they have a couple of distilleries in Japan. And that's the Yoshi and the Miyagikayu, and they also own Ben Nevis, not the mountain, the distillery, and they blend their whiskies from those two Japanese distilleries and create ordinarily amazing whiskies. Now I should say before I start this one, this one here does include some Islay whiskey. I'm fairly certain it includes some Islay whiskey. There's nothing on the label that says so, but the taste and the smell is so overwhelmingly Islay that I can't imagine it not having it in there. I'm not a huge fan of Islay whiskies. I prefer the fruitier sherry cask things. So apologies to anyone who actually likes Islay whiskies. I will give it as honest a review as I can, but it's not my favourite whisky. So let's give it a go. Now strangely enough, this one's actually a cork top, even though it's a kind of plasticky cork. I've got several Nikas downstairs and they all have screw tops, so I'm not sure why the pure malts are different, but they are, so carry on. Now this bottle is a 50 cl, 500 mils, and a lot of people don't like that. They think it's kind of unfairly giving away a false sense of advertising to the whisky itself, selling it for a premium for less whisky, less size, making it look pretty and that sort of thing. Personally, I think it's all well and good if the whisky is fine. So for instance, if this bottle itself, this cost me like £22, which was an absolute bargain. It's usually about 30, and if you ramp that up, that's going to be kind of mid 40s for a 70 cl, maybe a bit less. So for the whisky itself, if you can get it cheaper for a smaller amount, I'm okay with that. So good on them for doing these ones. I've got several little tiny bottles like this, and I think it makes them more affordable, makes people like me buy them. 30 quid is a pretty reasonable price for a whisky. So let's have a smell of this. The smell itself is quite caramel. It's not too overpowering. Some slight smokiness to it, but really not much. It's kind of a similar smell to the Highland Park 12 year that we had, but without the kind of saltiness to it that I described with that one. Yeah, it's it's really strong. It's bottled at 43%, but you can really taste that kind of alcohol burn in there, and for me it's a kind of overwhelming kind of smoky flavour. I've tried things like Arbegs, which are like really overpowering peat, to the point where I'm not a big fan of them. This isn't as bad as that, obviously, but I can say without a doubt that if you even remotely enjoy Islay whiskies, you will probably like this. Yeah, I'm getting woody, kind of oaky, charred, that kind of taste. There is some fruity kind of flavours in there, but you really have to dig deep. If you're not used to kind of smoky whiskies, peated whiskies, then I think you'll probably struggle to find those flavours. maybe even on your first entire bottle, unless you really plugged away at it, really tried to expand your palate, tried to figure past it, you probably won't get through it. Now I have to say, when I first opened this bottle, I got it on Amazon Prime deals last Christmas. When I first opened it, I was really disappointed. I really like Nika whiskies usually. For instance, From the Barrel is actually one of my favourite whiskies. So I was really disappointed when I opened it, and I have to say that as I've drank the bottle, it has improved, or even possibly my ability to drink it has improved. That said, it's still a struggle for me to drink it, and I enjoy a whiskey that I can sit in front of the telly with some friends, whatever, and just relax and have a whiskey. And for me, it's a bit of a struggle to sit there and drink it. I have to concentrate and kind of hide my facial expressions. It's really strong, and that is a bit of an odd one. So far, I've kind of reviewed ones that I love because they're all mine. So I love them, and I kind of want people to go out and try them. And I definitely think you should try this whiskey, because it will, if you've only tried the whiskies I've said so far, it will definitely expand your palate and kind of move you onto the kind of smokier side. And you definitely need to try those whiskies, because you don't know you like them until you try them. And it will definitely move you into the Islay kind of side, which is its whole kind of sub-genre of whiskey, of Scotch whiskey at least. All the distilleries on the island follow the same sort of brand, and they're very strong, peated. Personally, not a favourite of mine. But that being said, I know Islay whiskies are ludicrously popular around the world, in the Americas, and even over in Japan, because I know that they send a lot of Scotch whiskey over to Japan to be sold over there. Alright, so there's the Nikka Pure Malt white label. To recap, personally not a fan of it. You should definitely try and get a bottle if you think you might want to try some smoky whiskies. Definitely try and get it for less than 30 quid. If you like some smoky whiskies you've had before, I recommend you give it a go. And that's the end of the review of the Pure Malts. So, as I said at the beginning of the show, we've hit 50 subscribers, and I'm going to be running a competition to try a bit of this. I know I haven't given it a glowing review, but it'll be a perfect opportunity for you to try a touch of it without having to buy it. So what I'm going to do is a Twitter competition. So there'll be a link below to my Twitter page, and all you have to do is go there and give me a good reason why I should send you a sample of this using the hashtag #NNWhiskey. I'll put that here, and in a week's time I will collate those and send a sample out to somebody. So thanks for watching, everybody. As always, likes, comments, subscribes and shares are always appreciated. I would love to get to another milestone of 100 and keep going. I've got lots of stuff to share with you guys. I've just subscribed to a whiskey service that sends me samples, so I'll have a lot more whiskies to try from around the world, and exciting things are happening. So again, thank you everybody, and I'll see you again on Nonsense Whisky Reviews.